What though? It's main man Supernova Juno. Today is Thursday, September 6th. Today's September 6th? Or the 5th? The 7th? Oh crap. Alright, today is Thursday, September 7th, 2023. It's about like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Time to get my mile walk on. So I'm gonna walk to the park, Rouge Park. Then I'm gonna get my workout on. It's a half mile there, half mile back. So that's my mile for the day. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Hello there. Hello. 8 o'clock this morning when I arose for the new day. My spirit told me get up and get it. It's not like I live on a different planet, in a different solar system. It's in a different universe. Anything and everything I want is possible for me to obtain, because all I have to do is work toward it. And when you work toward it, you meet other people working towards the same goals. Or, and you meet people who want to see you obtain it. So they help you. And I believe that's what it's all about. We came into this world seemingly completely helpless and completely clueless. But I know for a fact that at least one thing is on your mind when you're born. And that's food, aka boobies. When my son was born, cried for a little bit. You know, we held him, we caressed him, we embraced him. He calmed down. And the next thing you know, he was puckering his lips up for some boobies. And that really stuck with me. And that's why I call him Booby Man. Because I wouldn't think a baby that's only a couple minutes, under an hour old, will have anything on his mind besides crying. But lo and behold, he puckered his lips up. So that means he knew something. Because if you don't know nothing, how would you know to pucker your lips up? You was just born. You don't know anything. When I seen his lips do what they did, that told me, oh, he knows something. And from that point on, I've been curious, like, what else do you know? A couple videos I watched on YouTube, you know, they say right before you're born, you have infinite knowledge. I don't know if he was the YouTuber, I don't know if they were referring to inside the womb or, you know, before conception, or whatever the case may be. But just thinking about the word remember, it struck me as kind of odd. Because a member is a person that's a part of something. You got members of the club, you got gang members, you got people with memberships. A member is just a person that's a part of something. But putting the prefix re, as in remember, it kind of tells me that in order to remember, you had to have first been a part of something. In order to remember, you had to be a member first. And so, the word remember kind of sounds like a person becoming a part of something again. Because re is, the prefix re, it's kind of like re-entry, you know? It's kind of like again. So remember kind of feels like to become a member again. But we think of it as, you know, to tap into some knowledge that you already had. You can't remember something you don't know. So first you gotta know. And I know when my baby come out, when my baby came out, he knew something. He knew to pucker his lips up for some boobies. How would he know that? It had to be something he remembered. Right? Even crying. How would you know how to cry? You wouldn't. Even moving his limbs, you know? Moving his arms and his legs and his fingers and his toes around. His head, and, you know, blinking and all of these things. If you fresh out the womb, you wouldn't have any previous knowledge of how to do any of these things. So how could you remember without first knowing? When I heard that YouTuber say, you know, babies got universal knowledge before they come out into the world, it stuck with me. I kind of agree. Because you wouldn't know nothing that you can't remember. Or you can't remember nothing that you didn't know. So now I'm curious. If all babies had universal knowledge before they was born, somehow we got to tap back into it. Somehow we got to remember. And when I woke up this morning, I was reminded that if I want something, all I had to do was go get it. All I had to do was work towards it. It's not like I'm on a different planet, in a different solar system, in a different universe. Everything I want is possible if I work towards it and find other people with the same goals, or people who wanted to help me. And so today, that's the mission. Here we are. All right, time to walk back home. Oh, you know what? I need to, I gotta figure this out. Jaywalking. Oh man. Damn, somebody die right here. Crazy. The bears look all sad. This city, man. So much senseless violence. Car accidents, shootings, stabbings, robberies. People getting beat to death. I haven't heard somebody getting beat to death. These people around here don't fight. And they definitely don't fight fair. Lack of knowledge, bro. The lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is the root of all evil. They say money is the root of all evil. Nope. Lack of knowledge. Because if you knew better, you'd do better. So in other words, it's just straight up ignorance. Ignorance is the lack of knowledge. Sad, bro. So many problems could be solved. Niggas just knew better. Knew better, you do better. So I'm on a mission to know. There's no way I could possibly know everything, but there are things that I know, and there are things that I don't know. There are things that I know that I don't know, and there are things that I don't know that I don't know. I'm on a mission to know the things that I don't know and to discover all there is that I can know. My mission is how much knowledge can I get? How much of it? With every new person born, more knowledge is created. So now the question is, how much can I know? How much can I find out? That's the mission. What is there to know? What is there to find out? Lack of knowledge is the root of all evil. If you knew better, you do better. So get smart. Smarten up. Seek knowledge. Sad to see niggas just standing at the corner store doing nothing, not seeking no knowledge, just waiting for life to happen. instead of making life happen. Lack of knowledge, man. Picture somebody who know everything standing at the corner store. Can y'all picture that? Because I can't. There's no way. There's no way somebody who know everything would just be standing there waiting for life to happen. Or a genius, because somebody who know everything ain't about to be nowhere in sight, probably with nobody. Or everywhere, I don't know. My point is, the more you know, the less you linger. Damn. Mozzie. The Mozzie on the Ruchi's looking crazy. That's a nice looking vehicle right there, my boy. It's funny how we associate things. You see a brand name car like Maserati with some rims on it like Rucci. We associate both of those with wealth. Automatically we think, oh, whoever driving that got some money, because that's what it costs. But in reality, all it costs is time and effort, because everything on earth is free. We as humans just put prices and values on things. Everything free. Sex is free. Being born is free. What's up, partner? Being fed is free. Growing food, free. Houses ain't nothing but, it's rocks. We make the bricks out of rocks. And rocks is just really hard dirt, I believe. Or some other, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything on earth is free. And so when we see nice things like a Maserati car with Rucci rims, we associate that with wealth, with kind of with knowledge. We associate that with knowledge. Because in order to obtain material things so valuable, you gotta know something. You either gotta know how to get the money, how to spend it, or he could just be somebody driving somebody else's stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's just funny how we associate things. Looking at the car like, ooh, if I had that car, I drive it every day. I want people to look at me like, yeah, I got it. But in reality, it's just time and effort. You put the time and effort in, you can have whatever you want. And Maserati is just something somebody made up one day. Rucci, just something somebody made up one day. It was like, yo, let's put this together. I need a team. I got a dream and I need a team. I was about to cross, but I'll just wait till the light. I got a dream and I need a team. I got some rocks in my shoe. It's kind of annoying right now, but Some weed. I'm gonna just ignore it until I get home. I'm finna sell Georges. Tell you what, it do smell good, I ain't gonna lie. There you go. Good Mazel. See, even him. Listening in the Future and Jeezy. It's crazy, man. The way people think, the way people influence others to think, all the different perspectives around life. It's just so funny to me. I'm feeling like I'm finding understanding that I probably should have had long ago. But I still feel like I'm finding it in the right time of my life. 36, slowly approaching 40. I got all these preconceived notions about who I want to be, where I want to be. They weren't aligning with the timing, and it kind of stressed me out, kind of depressed me. But in reality, I don't feel 36. I feel like I'm 20-something still. And I'm in the best shape of my life right now. When I was 20, I was drinking. I really ain't started smoking until I turned 30. But drinking and partying and eating unhealthily. But now I'm 30. I'm eating more fruit and veggies than I ever ate in my entire life. I'm drinking more water than I ever drank in my entire life. I'm exercising more than I ever exercised in my entire life. I do have some problems. Mentally, I felt like in my 20s I was more present in the present. But now in my 30s, I kind of feel like I get stuck on the past every now and then. But my focus is the future. Even when I had Carter at 26, wasn't really focused on the future. Really didn't start focusing on the future until the pandemic happened, to be 100. Because that made everybody sit down like, hey, this is the way the world could be. This is how much control they got. Shut everything down for 2 weeks. Yo, we run this, and y'all just the treadmills, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just on treadmills. We the ones really running it. Kind of type time. It's wild. It's wild to think that we as a people just let other people tell us what to do. Like grown-ups let other grown-ups tell them what to do. That's so awkward to me. Like, giving advice is one thing, but straight up giving rules and laws, and that's crazy to me. Like, who is you? You can't tell me what to do, bro. I'm gonna live how I wanna live, you live how you wanna live. Let's just make sure that the way we living isn't, stepping on each other's toes. But no, this country is ran by toe steppers. You make a wrong move, in their eyes, and your toes getting stepped on. On some step on the crack, break your mama back type shit. Like, so awkward, man. People get shamed into doing things. It seems like, oh, you did this and you said that, so blah, 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 blah. We make each other feel bad every day. What is that about? Why we spread so much negative energy to each other? I mean, I know if you got negative energy inside you, you can't do nothing but spread it. Why do we do this to each other? Why do we feel like it's okay to talk about people and, curse their name and put our hands on them and, do violence and try to manipulate and persuade people to see things in the way we see it? I don't understand. I don't get it. Everybody feel like they're right. And quite honestly, you are right in your mind, but just cause that's what's going on in your mind, don't necessarily match what's going on in mine. That's why I feel like everybody should be self-sustainable. Everybody should know how to grow their own food. Should have their energy, the energy that they need come straight from the sun. And we get the rain. We should have our own sanitation systems working automatically. So many things I feel like we stepping on each other's toes with. It's not cool. I don't like it. This is why when I was introducing myself, I was saying Supernova Juno, father, musician, and entrepreneur. But being an entrepreneur is just being part of the rat race. So now I say Supernova Juno, father, musician, and futurist. Because in the past, it's just a manipulation game, I feel like. And so for the future, I just want everybody to think for themselves, to do what's best for them. If you're doing what's best for you, I just feel like it automatically gonna trickle down into what's best for everybody else as well. Or best for the ones that love you, or whatever the case may be. Here we are, home sweet home. Good mile, good exercise, good read. Now let's try to run this bag up.